Take your time. All good.
Okay, we're good.
You have your timer up too? Perfect. All right. We call this meeting to order. There's a commissioner meeting of November 12th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Sussex County Administrative Center, Commissioners Meeting Room on 1 Spring Street, Newton, New Jersey. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Henderson?
Here.
Director Carney?
Here.
Deputy Director Space?
Here.
Commissioner DeGroot?
Here.
Commissioner Hayden, absent.
Number 3 is a moment of silence and a salute to the flag. Tonight's moment of silence is a memory of Frankfurt Committeeman Sam Castamer, who passed away this past Saturday. He was a lifelong county resident and a longtime committeeman and mayor. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Number 4 is a public statement. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, adequate notice as defined by Section 3D of Chapter 231, PL 1975, has been made by regular mail and email. Such notice being submitted on January 7th, 2025, from the Administrative Center of the County of Sussex, located at 1 Spring Street, Newton, New Jersey, to the following: New Jersey Herald, Star Ledger, and Strauss News, and is also posted on a bulletin board maintained in the Administrative Center for public announcements and has been submitted to the Sussex County Clerk in compliance with said act. This time, please mute all electronic devices. Commissioners, please remove your phones. All right, number 5 is approval agenda. There are 3 changes to tonight's agenda. Item 7 is being moved to after the second public session tonight. An additional item to executive session is being added under number 4, collective bargaining agreements with the CWA, Local 1032, negotiations, and item 12 is being tabled to the next meeting. Motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Commissioner Henderson, have a second.
Second?
Deputy Director Space, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose, abstain, carries. All right, number 6, proclamations, certificates, and presentations. We have 1 proclamation for the Great American Smokeout. Commissioner Space will be reading that. Elise McGaughran, I say that? How do you say it? McGaughran. Seems like you had a hard time a little bit there. And Elise Knapp from the Center of Prevention Tobacco. Free for a Healthy New Jersey will be here tonight to accept. You are up, Jill.
Perfect. Thank you. Whereas tobacco smoking is the leading cause of preventable death in the world, and whereas exposure to tobacco smoke is known to cause lung illnesses such as cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, asthma, pneumonia, bronchitis, lower respiratory infections, and has been linked to tuberculosis deaths. The use of tobacco products expose the brain to nicotine, which is highly addicting and can harm developing adolescent brains. Furthermore, nicotine exposure can exacerbate symptoms of anxiety and depression, and whereas the American Cancer Society's Great American Smokeout provides an opportunity for individuals, community groups, businesses, healthcare providers, and others to encourage people to use the date to make a plan to quit or plan in advance to initiate a smoking vaping cessation plan on the day of the event. And whereas the goal of this annual event is to challenge people to stop smoking or vaping and to help them learn about the many tools they can use to help them quit and stay quit. And whereas the Great American Smokeout has helped change attitudes about tobacco use, which has led to community programs and smoke-free laws that are now saving lives. Now therefore be it resolved that the Sussex County Board of County Commissioners does hereby proclaim that November 20th, 25 is the Great American Smokeout Day, and together with the Center for Prevention and Counseling and Tobacco Free for a Healthy New Jersey recognizes that addiction to nicotine and tobacco products, including electronic cigarettes, is one of the strongest addictions one can have. And be it further resolved that the Board of County Commissioners encourages all Sussex County residents to recognize this day as an opportunity to live healthy, tobacco-free lives, not just for a day, but for all year round, by order of the Board of County Commissioners. Thank you.
Would you guys like to come up, say a few words? I'm sorry? After they speak, yeah. Anything you guys want to say?
Hi, I'm Carly Pasquero. I'm
you. Thank you for recognizing the great American Smoke Act. Thank you for the proclamation.
Thank you guys. You guys want to take pictures? Is that all right? Come up, you guys can do this one. Congratulations, guys. Good job. All right, number 7, executive session. We're moving out to the end of the meeting. We're going to be here a while, so we don't want to keep you guys here. Number 8, public hearing, there's none. Number 9, public session from the floor. This public session for those wishing to make a comment is 2 minutes or less regarding an agenda item. Please on for the microphone and state your name and spell the agenda topic for the record. Motion to open the floor for public comment.
So moved. Second.
Henderson moves, Commissioner DeGroot seconds. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, carries. Floor is open on agenda topics only.
Hi, my name is Trevor. Pleasant the choice to autocentrism within already dangerous method has to be overly relied on. Happen as far as danger. But this ordinance should not be adopted until zone 2's increased miles per hour.
Else?
Collins, Andover Township. This is regarding 15 resolutions, C, D, and they're all each separate resolutions to grant Elizabethtown Gas and New Jersey Natural Gas waiver to work on county roads 620, 607, and 517 during the county's winter work moratorium. That moratorium exists for the purpose of public safety during time of year when the roads get dangerous, because we all know people aren't paying attention, they're driving too fast, and they're on their phones, and the roads get slick and icy. And if you have roads shut down and people are all of a sudden confronted by brake lights in front of them, and they can't stop, people die. So I'm here to ask you to please consider denying these waivers to the winter work moratorium and keep the public safe. If you do not deny these, you're endangering the public and you're putting yourselves at liability for the death of somebody driving into the back of a truck at one of these sites. So please do not permit this work during the moratorium period. Thank you.
Anyone else?
John Snyder, Sanderson. I was also going to ask a question about 13A, the speeding on 515. I'm not quite sure if I understood the young gentleman who spoke earlier. Speeding is going up or down?
It was going down. I'm not sure where that came from, but
You know,
yes.
in favor of certain roads with speed limits
Yes, you are.
going from 50 to 35. And I have one other
Not to cut you off, but I know you have been an advocate for that, and I did talk to your mayor over on Saturday about ways to get around
question.
it.
In favor of it also.
He is, and going through the state used to do all the heavy lifting for us. Now it's an unfunded state mandate, and I think I've told you that before, but just for the audience, like when people want to lower the speed limit, we have to do all the research for it. But it used to be the state. So now it seems like they're gonna be doing a little bit more of that. So you know that, which is a lot easier and faster. So,
And my G, what number is this one? 15G, but purchasing the new Ford 250 itself. I'm gonna mark it also for one of these myself, so I'm wondering about what kind of an engine, is this a gas or diesel? Anybody know?
15G, you said?
15G. 15G.
Q.
15Q?
But for maintenance point of view, I would be in favor of one of the gas engines, either the 7.3 or 6.8. You buy a diesel, you're taking a chance. All the EPA things that are on it. That's it, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? All right, seeing no one, motion to close the floor for public comment. Commissioner Henderson, a second?
Second.
Commissioner DeGroot, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, carries. Number 10, Commissioner comment. We'll start with Commissioner Henderson.
Okay, on November 2nd, I, along with my fellow commissioners, attended the Veterans Parade at Sussex County Fairgrounds. Great to see so many veterans out there attending this event. Thank you to Lorraine Hentz and staff that work hard to put on and show that Sussex County really cares about their vets. It was an honor to hand out commemorative pins designed by a Byron Township student to each vet and shake their hand and tell them thank you for their service. On Monday, November 3rd, Commissioner Carney and I attended the County Planning Board meeting. On November 5th, I, along with Commissioner DeGroot, attended a capital budget meeting from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., hearing various requests from county departments for capital improvements. On November 6th, I attended the ribbon cutting at Wawa's on Route 206 in Hampton. I arrived at 8:15, and there had to be 200 residents there for the opening and free coffee. November 6th, I also attended the President's reception for Dr. Homer of Sussex County Community College. Excellent event. On November 8th, I, along with Commissioner Carney, Lorraine Hentz, Christina Marks, attended the County Mayor's Brunch, where mayors shared concerns with issues not only in their municipality, but all of ours that we face, including healthcare, volunteers, affordable housing, and so on. There was also a presentation by Christine Florio of the County Health Department and Human Services regarding SNAP, opioid money, and other programs available in the county. Also on November 8th, I attended the 250th birthday ball of the United States Marine Corps. It attracted over 200 in attendance, and all proceeds from the event benefit Sussex County veterans. If you've never been to one of their balls, I urge you to attend. It was an incredible event. Marines from the age of 18 to 92 attended the event. November 10th, I attended the Franklin Borough Council meeting as their liaison. I find it very helpful to attend these meetings to see what issues each municipality faces and offer my assistance if I can assist in any way. On November 11th, I attended the Sparta VFW Post 7248 Veterans Day Salute in Sparta. Considering it being a work day for most in miserable weather, it had a great turnout. Lastly, I would like to state that for last 10 days I spent in Texas. This week was all about the veterans. As I've stated in the past, I salute all of you for serving our country with dignity and honor. I'd like every veteran in this room tonight to stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service.
Yep. Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge last week's 2025 general election. Congratulations to all the winners, including our very own Deputy Director Space, Commissioner-elect Dave Silverthorne, and of course, Sheriff Strada, as well as all those who were elected to local and state official offices. One highlight I did want to share is that Sussex County voters overwhelmingly supported the renewal of the Farmland Preservation, Recreation, and Open Space Trust Fund, with unofficially 81% voting in favor. This measure will extend the program for another 10 years. Someone deeply committed to farmland preservation and open space initiatives, I believe that this is a tremendous step forward for the future of Sussex County, ensuring that our farms, parks, and natural landscapes remain protected for generations to come. Thank you to everyone who supported this important cause and exercised their right to vote. Second, Commissioner Henderson and I held our first capital budget meeting last week, where we met all the county departments to review and discuss their requests. Speaking on behalf of myself, I took a close look at each proposal, distinguishing between what is essential and what may be considered a luxury. It was a productive, day-long session that allowed us to carefully evaluate every line item and gain a stronger understanding of our county's needs. I'm proud of the progress we made and look forward to continuing the important work in the weeks and months to come. Moving on to Sussex County Library System. The Sussex County Library System is thrilled to welcome back the Sussex County Railroads Club's annual holiday train show, returning by popular demand. A cherished community tradition, this festive exhibit delights visitors of all ages with intricate layouts, detailed miniature towns, and model trains that capture the magic of the holiday season. Join the fun at 2 library locations this December: Saturday, December 6th at Dorothy Henry Branch in Vernon, and Saturday, December 20th at Sussex Wantage Branch in Wantage. The displays will be open to the public from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on both dates. No registration is required, so bring your family and friends and enjoy the holiday spirit together. For more information about the Holiday Train Show and other seasonal programs, visit sussexcountylibrary.org/events or contact your local library branch. And please note that all Sussex County Library programs and events are free and open to the public. Next, from our Division of Senior Services, I'd like to highlight 2 upcoming programs. The Center of Lifelong Learning at Sussex County Community College, through a partnership between Sussex County Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Senior Services, and the Community College, will host a free lecture on how to spot a scammer at 3 p.m. on Thursday, November 13th, tomorrow, in the atrium at the Performing Arts Center. Join Jaleesa and Sophia, SEC and tech students, with a background in law and public safety for an engaging 1-hour interactive session that will include handouts, games, and practical tips for reorganizing and avoiding scams. Participants will learn how to ask the right questions and protect their electronic devices. To register or learn more information, please contact Division of Senior Services at 973-579-0555, extension 1277. Senior Services Caregiver Support Group will meet virtually via Zoom from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Thursday, November 20th, 2025. This group offers caregivers emotional support, stress management strategies, and valuable information on available programs and services, including referrals and guidance on accessing resources. To learn more or register, please contact the Division of Senior Services at 973-579-0555, extension 1288. Finally, I had the pleasure of attending some community events over the past few weeks. I was honored to take part alongside my fellow commissioners for the Sussex County's 25th Annual Salute to Military Veterans Parade and ceremony. It was truly a privilege to spend time with our veterans and their families. Heartfelt thank you to the dedicated county employees who helped host the event, Sussex Kiwanis, our very own Lorraine Hentz, and everyone involved in planning and organizing this meaningful event. I also had the honor of attending Newton Flags of Honor tribute to our veterans this past Saturday. My sincere thanks to the town of Newton for extending an invitation and hosting a moving and heartfelt ceremony in recognition of those who served. To everyone who has served, I really want to say thank you for your service. That's all I have for tonight. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you. I'm going to start with, we received an email today, and I received a phone call from Tammy Horsfield from the Chamber of Commerce. And the Sussex Skyland, Sussex County Chamber of Commerce has been awarded the Partnership Award from the New Jersey Tourism Industry Association. And they're going to be recognized. It was for an ARPA Travel, Tourism, and Hospitality Grant. They're going to be recognized at the New Jersey Annual Tourism Conference on December 10th to 11th in Atlantic City. And she wanted to give special thanks to County Treasurer CFO Elke Yetter for helping her get that grant. So that was very good news for the Chamber. Okay. I would first like to take this opportunity to thank all the voters of Sussex County for entrusting me with 3 more years as a Sussex County Commissioner. I'm humbled and grateful. I look forward to welcoming my running mate, Frankfurt Mayor Dave Silverthorne, to this board on January 2nd. We will finally be a board of 5 members again, working together to move Sussex County forward. I want to congratulate Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill, Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia, Assemblyman Mike Ganamort, Sheriff Mike Strada, and all the winners down ballot. Also, thank you to all who put their names on the ballot. The official results will be certified on Wednesday, November 19th. Director Carney and I, along with the county treasurer and administration, begin our 2026 budget hearings. We spent approximately 16 hours so far meeting with department heads, constitutional officers, County College, and Sussex Tech. We have a lot of work ahead of us to get the budget within a very minimal increase to the taxpayers while still maintaining the high level of services the county provides to residents. Director Carney and I, along with Interim Administrator Christina Marks, recently met with the Vernon and Wantage Road Departments, the county version of the road departments. We will be meeting with the other garages soon. Open communication with county employees is of utmost importance to ensuring that the needs are met between administration and the employees. Director Carney and I, along with Interim Administrator Christina Marks and County Council, met recently with Sheriff Strata to discuss his concerns about security and the overtime costs associated with the rallies at the Green, and worries about having enough manpower. There is a great deal of planning for each rally to ensure public safety. And we had asked Sheriff Strata to give us some of the costs, and I am going to just give a brief on 4 of the rallies that were held this year. On June 14th, 2025, we had a No Kings rally, and the cost in overtime for the Sheriff's Department was $5,097. On June 21st, 2025, Norwest Cap had a barbecue, and the cost was $2,000 in overtime. September 20th, they had a Make Billionaires Pay rally, and the cost for that rally was $8,507. On October 18th, 2025, was another No Kings rally, and the cost to the taxpayer in overtime, again, was $8,175.21. So between those 4 rallies, we have paid $23,816.21 in overtime. And now I saw on Facebook, but I'm not sure if it was even approved yet, another No Kings rally planned for November 22nd. And interim administrator, myself, are meeting again with the sheriff tomorrow because we have to come up with some sort of idea because this is just getting excessive in the costs to the taxpayer for the rally. I'm all for speaking and having your rallies, but when we have to have the extra security, we have to have the barriers, it's a lot of work, a lot of planning ahead of time too. Okay, I attended an open house of a home in Wantage Township through Habitat for Humanity that's being refurbished for a family in need. Anyone in New Jersey can apply. They're still accepting applications through their website. I would like to congratulate Deputy Administrator Lorraine Hentz, her staff at Senior Services, county employees, the parade committee, and all who planned, participated, and attended the 25th Veterans Parade. My fellow commissioners and I enjoyed it. Commissioner Henderson and I enjoyed the 250th birthday ball for the Marine Corps League Detachment 747 at Minerals in Vernon. I was honored that my business, Space Farm Zoo and Museum, received the 2025 Community Sponsor of the Year Award. I'm incredibly grateful to all who have served and are serving the greatest country in the nation. Lastly, I had a board meeting with Ginny's House. It's not too late to purchase tickets to the annual fundraiser on Saturday, November 15th at the Lake Mohawk Country Club. And they need all the help they can get. And then my report for social services. Division of Social Services, 103.7 WNNJ, 102.3 WSUS, and 106.3 The Bear will be hosting the 18th annual Stuff the Bus food drive the weekend before Thanksgiving. The event will kick off on Friday, November 21st at the Provident Bank in Sparta and continue on Saturday and Sunday, November 22nd and 23rd at the ShopRite locations in Byram, Franklin, Newton, Sparta, and Sussex. Donations from the food drive will benefit the Social Services Food Pantry, which serves residents throughout Sussex County. Social Services has experienced a significant increase in the demand for food due to many economic factors, which makes the food drive crucial to help ensure pantry shelves are stocked throughout the upcoming winter months. For more details about this event, visit the Sussex County website at sussex.nj.us or call Social Services at 973-383-3600. If anyone is in need of food for themselves or their family, they can stop by the Division of Social Services located at 83 Spring Street in Newton on Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30. And I want to thank Christine Florio for all that she has done with the residents not getting their SNAP benefits on time and putting a plan in place and executing it. She was very, very good. Division of Health, Office of Public Health Nursing, a walk-in flu vaccine clinic will be held on Wednesday, November 19th from 9 to 3 at the Office of Public Health Nursing, 201 Wheatsworth Road in Hamburg. Appointments are not required. The cost for the flu vaccine is $25 and $70 for high dose. The flu vaccine is free with Medicare Part B and any Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. Cash or checks will be accepted, but credit or debit cards cannot be accepted. To obtain additional information, please call the Office of Public Health Nursing at 973-579-0570, extension 1275, on Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30. A child health clinic will be held on Tuesday, November 25th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Office of Public Health Nursing, 201 Wheatsworth Road in Hamburg. The clinic offers complete physical exams, screenings, and age-appropriate immunizations for children from birth to 5 years old. Services are free for those who are uninsured. To learn more about this clinic or schedule an appointment, call the Office of Public Health Nursing at 973-579-0570, extension 1275. A health check clinic will be held on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025, from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Office of Public Health Nursing, 201 Wheatsworth Road in Hamburg. This clinic offers vaccines for adults and school-age children. There is no fee for vaccines if uninsured or underinsured. The clinic also offers a variety of health screenings. To learn more about this clinic or schedule an appointment, call the Office of Public Health Nursing at 973-579-0570, extension 1275. And that's all I have today. Thank you.
Harvest Honey and Garlic Festival, Division of Planning and Economic at the Sussex County. An estimated of 5,000 attendees. Farmers, beekeepers, garlic growers, and food. Visitors enjoy live music, free children's sustainability, and agritourism. The dedication and support provided by county planning, public works, and traffic safety staff, as well as fairground staff, make it possible to keep the festival free to both the public and produce handmade goods with farm-based goods. Harvest Honey and Garlic Festival provides County Trails Grant Program. We voted on this, I believe it was last meeting, right? Was it last meeting? More realistic, I guess you'd say. So this is important, but the Sussex County Division of Planning and Economic Development sent information to all Sussex County municipalities on October 28th about the upcoming fiscal year 2026 Sussex County Trail Grants Program. The grant program is funded by the Sussex County Farmland Preservation Recreation Open Space Trust Fund. I think Commissioner DeGroot touched on that before. That passed. This program awards grants for the construction, rehabilitation, restoration, and maintenance of publicly owned shared use trails. The county anticipates an open solicitation for the program will occur early next year. Sussex County Division of Planning is available to review the program and answer any questions. Sussex County Division of Public Works. The Division of Public Works initiated a partial activation of all 8 district garages in response to yesterday's snow showers. If you guys were driving, there was a lot of black ice. I was driving from 4 o'clock till about 1, and it was not good. Intensity of the storm varied greatly around the county. Some areas only seeing flurries, while others received upwards of 2 inches. County routes remain passable for drivers operating with care. Public Works will be removing sanders from a few trucks and resume working over the next few weeks to complete end-of-season repairs that include paving of the County Route 560 bridge, approaches in Layton, repairs to a segment of County Route 650 in Montague, repaving the County Route 603 tunnel in Green, and repairs to the shoulder of County Route 607 in the Pacon. Sussex County in-house construction crews. This is the lingerer. The Sussex County construction crew installed the timber superstructure for County Bridge X20 located in Berry Road in Wantage. The project is in the final phase with paving, bridge railing, and roadway guide rail expected to be completed over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Weather permitting, the bridge should be returned to full service in early December for you Wantage folks out there. Sussex County Traffic Safety Crews, the Sussex County Traffic Safety Crews completed modifications and enhancements to Appalachian Trail crossing on County Route 519, Mountain Road in Wantage. Work included regrading of the roadway buffers, removal of guide rail systems, installation of trail crosswalk markings, and installation of trail crossing advance warning signs. That's my report. I think most of the commissioners report on all the things we've done. I think, Alan, I think you got the record. I mean, you were gone for 10 days and you went to so much. I know it helps being retired, but that is a lot and very impressive. You know, we all pretty much go to everything, at least the 4 commissioners that you see here. Jill touched on our budget. We have a tough budget this year. Everybody knows costs are rising. Insurance is through the roof. As Alan said earlier, we met with the mayors, and the biggest problem that they have is insurance going up. And that affects our budget, which affects the taxpayer. We also have a lot of pension costs that went up this year. So we got a lot of work ahead of us with our operating budget. I don't know how you guys made out your capital, but we have a lot of work. Elka and Lorraine and Christina, we got a lot. We had the mayor's luncheon on Saturday. Mayor O'Leary was there from Lafayette. Route 15, it's about 3 months behind. I deal with the DOT a lot. They're usually a mess. So that's about status quo for me. We'll see what happens with that. I'll try to give you as much updates as I can. And then Mayor Rubenstein and the Andover mayors, we spoke about the 206 DOT job in Andover with that bridge. We're supposed to get some information on that soon, so when we get that, I will let you know as well. And that's all I have for now. I do want to thank the veterans, too.
Chris, I have the pin if anybody wants one.
Veterans pins?
Our veterans pin, if anybody wants one.
Perfect. Oh, after the meeting, if anybody wants veterans pins, I could see Lorraine. But thank you for your service. It means a lot. As you know, last year, we proclaimed November Veterans Month for you guys, and that'll always be here in Sussex County. So, 11 is approval of consent agenda. There is none. Number 12 is approval of minutes. That's tabled to 11:25. 13 is ordinance. We have one ordinance, that is A, introduction for first reading, ordinance 25-07, amending speed limits established along County Route 515 under resolution entitled Establishing Speed Limits on Vernon Stockholm Road, Route 515 in the Township of Vernon, dated September 16, 1975. Taking a motion to adopt this ordinance on the first reading.
So moved.
Commissioner Henderson, can I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner DeGroot, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes.
Deputy Director Space.
Yes.
Commissioner DeGroot.
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden, absent.
Okay. Number 14 is appointments and/or resignations. Motion to adopt resolutions A through G.
So moved.
Commissioner DeGroot, have a second?
Second.
Deputy Director Space. All right, we missed a lot of that. Any discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes.
Deputy Director Space.
Yes.
Commissioner DeGroot.
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden, absent.
All right, 15. Can I get a motion to adopt resolutions A through Y?
So moved.
Commissioner Henderson, can I have a second?
Second.
Deputy Director Space, any discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes.
Deputy Director Space.
Yes.
Commissioner DeGroot.
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden, absent.
Okay, number 16 is awards of contracts, change orders, and bids. The Board of County Commissioners of the County of Sussex has reviewed the award of contract change orders, bids consisting of various proposed resolutions, and determined that adoption of this said resolutions is and will further the public's interest. Motion to adopt resolutions A through I.
So moved.
Deputy Director Space, have a second?
Second.
Commissioner DeGroot, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes.
Deputy Director Space.
Yes.
Commissioner DeGroot.
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden, absent.
All right, number 17 is payment bills list. We have two bills lists. This is A, which is the payments of bills list A from November 12th, 2025. Motion to pay bills list A.
So moved.
Commissioner Henderson, got a
Second.
second. Deputy Director Space, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes.
Deputy Director Space.
Yes.
Commissioner DeGroot.
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden, absent.
All right, Payment of bills list B, this is from November 12th, 2025. Can I get a motion to pay bills list B?
So moved.
Commissioner DeGroot, can I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Henderson, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, okay, sorry. Director Carney.
Yes.
Deputy Director Space.
Abstain?
Commissioner DeGroot.
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden absent.
All right, number 18 is personnel. We have one personnel agenda. What? Two? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we have two. I'm sorry. This is a personal agenda A of 11/12/25. Motion to approve personnel agenda A.
So moved?
Deputy Director Space, can I have a second?
Second.
Commissioner DeGroot, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Henderson.
Yes.
Director Carney.
Yes.
Deputy Director Space.
Yes.
Commissioner DeGroot.
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden absent.
Personnel agenda B is from 11/12/25. Motion to approve personnel agenda B.
So moved?
Commissioner Space.
Second.
Director Space, I'm sorry. Commissioner DeGroot, any discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Henderson.
Abstain.
Director Carney.
Yes.
Deputy Director Space.
Yes.
Commissioner DeGroot.
Yes.
Commissioner Hayden absent.
19, administrative report.
Okay, thank you very much. Keeping it brief, but I did submit a report for the board's review. But in summary, as Director Carney had stated, our county's health insurance rates, just like everyone else's across the state, are going up. Our initial proposal was an increase of 22%. However, we were able to negotiate that down to 18.32%. What's driving up some of the costs on our end right now are we do have a high loss ratio, so we have a lot of high claims that we're paying out on some employees. However, our broker did advise that for those municipalities that did have what's considered a good loss ratio, they're still seeing an upwards of 19, 20+%. So at 18.32%, we're doing pretty well considering. I did ask our broker if we were to go into a health insurance fund, because as we talked about at the mayor's meeting, they did indicate that they were seeing significant increases and they couldn't even get out of the state health benefits plan. They thought that might be an option. Even those health insurance funds are seeing 19 up to 30% increases. So again, we are doing pretty well considering, and especially well considering the state health insurance plan is going up 34+%. Beyond that, we had, I want to commend Christine Florio, the Department Administrator for Health and Human Services. Once we had heard that the SNAP benefits were at risk of not being funded, her and her team mobilized very quickly, and we were in good shape a few weeks out before the beginning of November. We were one of the few counties in the state that actually had alternatives and additional supplies in place before that. So I do really want to commend her quick approach to getting a lot of community partners involved and making sure that the residents throughout the county had the essentials that they need. And then I just have one other item to go over in executive session.
Perfect, thank you. County Council.
Nothing to report tonight.
Okay, number 21, unfinished business.
I do. Just one quick question. Do we have any idea when the jail will come up for a topic and discussion here again? Do we have any idea where that stands?
No, right now, we are still waiting for the final subdivision status, and that has to be, because of a conflict, that's being heard by another county. So that is still on,
No
everything
idea.
else is still
Okay.
on hold, yep.
Anybody else? Good, Joe, good. All right, number 22, any new business?
I do. I just think when we appoint people to various boards for anything, that I think there should be a selection process and an interview process. I mean, people submit a resume, we sit and read a resume, but I think you really get a feel for a person sitting face-to-face talking to a person. I don't know how we go about that, but that's my suggestion for any committee. I mean, I'm not saying people that are reappointed to a committee or whatever, but new individuals coming in, I think should have some kind of interview phase. Or nothing else, you can walk to an event and look at somebody and say, that's who that is, rather than somebody walking up and say, hey, I sit on the board, and you're like, oh, nice to meet you, and I've never met them face-to-face. I just think it's a good idea.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, number 23, public session from the floor. This public session is for those wishing to make general comments of 3 minutes or less on non-agenda topics. Please line up at the microphone and state your name and tally for the record. Motion to open the floor for public comment.
So moved.
Commissioner DeGroot, have a second?
Second.
Deputy Director Space. Any discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain. Okay, the floor is open. Public comment.
Good evening, Ken Collins, Andover Township. I hope you had a great Veterans Day. Thank you for a wonderful event. Remember Gulia Dale. First, congratulations to Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill. Chattering Jack Chitterelli had his butt handed to him, and with 56 Democrats and 23 Republicans in the State House, I guess we can expect to hear all kinds of crying about the Trenton bureaucracy and laying blame on Mikey Sherrill for everything you possibly can. The Republicans shut down the government because they thought that illegitimately blaming Democrats for it over and over would sway the electorate to vote for Jack and other Republican candidates. But it backfired. People saw through the Republican ruse, recognizing that a Republican-run government shutting down is the fault of a weak president, one who is continuously betraying the public's trust. Trump endorsed Jack Chitterelli, and Jack Chitterelli lost. Trump is political poison. Regaining the public's trust is difficult. Some of you I have seen betray the public's trust. President Trump betrays the public trust daily by lying to the public about economic indicators, his success stopping wars, the Epstein files, and just about everything else he opens his mouth about. You violate the public's trust when you lose $28 million in a solar swindle, but you don't hold anybody responsible for it. You violate the public trust when you lie about being a veteran to avoid taxation. You violate the public trust when you say the benches in the square need repair. Then at the next meeting, you say the benches have to be removed for repair. And then at the next meeting, you say that the benches are being replaced with partitioned ones so people can't lay down on them. When your obvious intent all along was to remove the benches until it was too cold for people to be outside, and then replace them with ones that no one can lie down on. Little lies betray the public trust in a big way. Betraying the public trust loses elections. Budget time? Time to tighten belts. Don't raise taxes. Folks are broke. Thank you.
Trevor Wassel, Hamburg, and I will be suggesting 2 improvements to the Sussex County library system. Firstly, video game consoles, including a Nintendo Switch 2, a PlayStation 5, and an Xbox Series X should be added to the library of things. Video games have just as much of a capacity to inform, inspire, and expand one's imaginations as any other art medium. And although costs are rising, patrons' access to culture via art should not be barred by price. Secondly, the checkout time for video games should be extended for 7 days to 14 days. Many video games, such as the title Persona 5 Royal, can take 100 hours or more to fully engage with, making them less like movies, which can be checked out for 7 days, and more akin to television shows, which can be checked out for 14 days. Consistency should dictate that patrons have as much time to engage with video games as they can television shows. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jessie Palladini, and I am the president of the Vernon Township Historical Society. For 33 years, the Vernon Historical Society has had sole and exclusive rights to access of our historic one-room Price's Switch schoolhouse, and that is by deed dated 1993. And we've been maintaining that schoolhouse along with the county facilities management. And I'm here tonight because I would like to know who changed the lock and locked us out of the building.
We changed that lock.
I'm sorry?
We changed that lock. Facilities
Okay.
changed that lock.
May I ask why?
Till we got a legal review of exactly who owns it, what liability we have, if you want to change, answer
There,
that.
yes, so there's some questions regarding the deed and the transfer of ownership of that property from entity to entity. Particularly about whether or not a historical society can transfer ownership after it's already been transferred to the county and then transfer interest again. So for liability purposes, and we just needed to make sure that we got a legal review on that.
Okay, well, we don't own it. We only have the right to access and to maintain it. So what will the end result of this be? Right now, we're not able to get in there at all?
At this point, legal is reviewing. I would just ask that you allow us to go through this process to review what has transpired over decades. Really, this is a safety concern, not just for the community as a whole, but also yourself. God forbid something happens
Okay.
while someone's on the property, whether it's yourself or someone else. We need to make sure everybody's safe. We have the proper insurance. So if anything should happen, it doesn't ultimately come back on the taxpayer.
Well, my big concern is that, as you can see in your packet, Vernon's mayor posted on his Facebook page that the Vernon government has been given unfettered access to that building, and that he has extended that privilege to the Board of Education. So what does that mean? Everyone in the Board of Education?
Well, first of all,
I'm sorry?
first of all, Facebook is for entertainment and not facts. So he could write whatever he wants, doesn't mean it's true.
I know, yeah.
So I would take that with a grain of salt. Not to make this a Q&A, because it's not a Q&A. As council said, we will 100%, once we have an answer, we will get back to you.
Okay.
I assure you on that one.
Okay. Well, I would ask that if you do consider, I've spoken with you, Mr. Carney,
Yeah.
and I've spoken with Ms. Space, I would ask that if you do consider transferring ownership of that building, that you would transfer it to the Vernon Township Historical Society, because we've maintained excellent care of that township, of that facility. And, in fact, we have somebody coming in to do a major cleaning of it the day after Thanksgiving. Is that at our expense? Is that something we can still do, or?
Can we get back to you on that?
Sure,
Thank you.
absolutely, okay. All right, so I guess I need to wait to hear from you further. All
We'll be
right,
in
thank
touch.
you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Good evening. David DeWitt from Hampton Township. Time to demand Trump end the war in our cities. He claims it's to eliminate urban crime, denying that violent crime is down in his blue target cities. We know crime is motivated by poverty, bad health care, bad educational opportunities, bad behavior by racist police, not being politically democratic. When someone believes there is no hope for their future, when they have nothing but alienation and rage, they will stop at nothing. He hopes for a violent response as his masked and armed thugs handcuff children, tackle terrified women to the street, drag U.S. citizens to illegal detention. He welcomes it, gleeful that he can unleash his war against crime. His final solution. He thirsts for a replay of his Jan 6 Day of Love, grander and more widespread from sea to shining sea. All this violence is really a smokescreen for the other branch of criminality our society is cursed with, Trump crime. Born of wealth and privilege, the Trump criminal believes in his heart that all is allowed. He is free to rob and steal whatever he can. He is free to use his dollars to manipulate the justice system. He buys public opinion using complicit media cronies. He extorts and bribes his way to achieve that all-powerful position of king. Not satisfied with billions of dollars in ill-gotten gains, life and death has become the Trump criminal's plaything. Hundreds of thousands of starving children in Africa die as he waves his hand to demolish USAID just for the photo op. Untried and unconvicted drug dealers are summarily condemned to death by his decree, blown out of the water in the most theatrical way possible. Without a peep from his supporters, he now threatens war with other countries. There will be a special place in hell for the Trump criminal. Perhaps he could be the bathroom attendant in a marble-ensconced restroom used by his lackeys, where the plumbing doesn't work and the contributions keep coming. We can only hope. Speak up, tell the truth. Be the first Republican in Sussex County to renounce this criminal. Thank you.
Good evening, Nina Friedel from Montague. So I just wanted to share some information that Bobby Kennedy Jr. shared about digital ID, which I think is going to be a big issue. So Kennedy said what we're seeing today is what he calls turnkey totalitarianism. They are pulling in place all of these technological mechanisms for control. All of these are technological mechanisms for control that we've never seen before. It's been the ambition of every totalitarian state from the beginning of mankind to control every aspect of behavior, conduct, and thought, and to obliterate dissent. None have been able to do it because they didn't have the technological capability. Well, today, those mechanisms are being put in place from which none of us can run and where no one is going to hide. Within 5 years, we're going to see 415,000 low-orbit satellites. Bill Gates says his 65,000 satellites alone will be enough, or will be able to look at every square inch of the planet 24 hours a day. Why does he need to do that, I wonder? Digital currency that will allow them to punish us from a distance and cut off our food supply. Every right that you have is transformed into a privilege contingent on your obedience to the arbitrary government dictates. In other words, it will make you a slave. And what do we do about it? We have to resist. I'm going to tell you 3 rules you will need to know and memorize. Number 1, every power that the government takes from us, it will never relinquish voluntarily. Number 2, every power that they take from us, they will ultimately abuse to the maximum extent possible. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Number 3, nobody in history of a planet has ever complied their way out of totalitarian control. Every capitulation is a signal to oppressors to impose new forms of torment or torture for compliance and for obedience. Every time you comply, you get weaker. Bullies can't be appeased. It just encourages them to new forms of torture and torment. Every time you say yes, you're going to be pushed back into a weaker position. So that's why we all need to resist today. I actually experienced with a credit card. I logged in and they wanted me to go through this whole routine, including facial ID. I said, nope, not doing it, called them up, got into my account another way. Don't do it. Don't submit, resist. Thank you.
Anyone else?
John Snyder, Sanderson Township. I was a little shocked at some of the violent rhetoric we heard here tonight, attacking a man who I have the utmost respect for. Is it any wonder that we see political violence, people getting, ICE agents being shot at recently? Fortunately, no one was hit. A president who was twice been attempted assassination against his life. He's loved apparently more in other countries around the world than he is here. I apologize that I do not know the name of the woman in Venezuela who was the opponent to Maduro. She's in hiding, I believe. And she won the Nobel Peace Prize this year. And what did she do? What did she say when she won that award? She dedicated it to Donald Trump. He's loved by people around the world and hated by so many people. And for the love of God, I can't figure it out. This guy doesn't have to be down in Washington. He could be on any one of his golf courses around the world enjoying himself. He's exactly 2 weeks older than me. He's 79, I'm 79. And I got to give the guy credit for the work days that he puts in. Tonight, hopefully, they're going to end the Schumer shutdown of, I believe it's 6 weeks today. And apparently one of the stumbling blocks is the Unaffordable Care Act, known as Obamacare, which I heard today affects 7% of our population. They knew from the beginning that financially there's no way it could support itself. I understand that New York City, in the last number of years, has lost over $400 billion in tax revenue due to people leaving. Really am upset about some of the things I heard here tonight. I want to talk a little bit briefly about the two elections for governor, New Jersey and Virginia. I guess it was a week ago last night. The polls had them, from what I understood, neck to neck. Yes, it did show, I believe, the Democrats ahead, 2%, 3%, 5%, close. But they both wound up almost identical. New Jersey was 56% for Sherrill, 43% for Chitterelli. I don't know the names of the, I know Winsome Sears, but in Virginia was 57 and 42, almost identical. Yet, the polls didn't predict that. The polls predicted it was going to be pretty close. So once again, I don't believe the results of these things. I think it's manipulated by people with computers. And thank you very much.
Anyone else? All right, seeing no one, can I get a motion to close the floor for public comment, return to regular business?
So moved. Second.
Deputy Director Space, seconds, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. All right, number 24 is executive session. Linda, can you read that, please?
Providing for an executive closed session not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of NJSA 10:4-12 et sec. Whereas the subject matters about to be discussed may be excluded from the public portion of the meeting by resolution of the Board of County Commissioners as an exception to the Open Public Meetings Act pursuant to NJSA 10:4-12B, and whereas it appears necessary for the Board of County Commissioners to discuss such matters in executive session. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Sussex, in accordance with the provisions of NJSA 10:4-B and NJSA 10:4-13, that the Board at this time enter in executive session from which the public shall be excluded. And be it further resolved that the general nature of the subjects to be discussed relate to the following items authorized by NJSA 10:4-12B as designated below. Number 4, matters relating to the collective bargaining agreement, CWA 1032 negotiations. And number 8, matters relating to the employment relationship personnel. Be it further resolved that the deliberations conducted in closed session may be disclosed to the public upon the determination of the Sussex County Board of County Commissioners or provided by law that the public interest will no longer be served by such confidentiality, and be it further resolved that upon completion of the business for which the board has entered into the executive session, the board shall reconvene and resume its meeting open to the public, and be it further resolved that the board expects to not take formal action after returning from executive session except to adjourn the regular meeting.
Take a motion to adopt executive session resolution.
So moved.
Commissioner Henderson, second.
Second.
Commissioner DeGroot, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, carries. We're gonna be a while if you guys wanna come back. If not,